Picture this. It's Saturday morning, you're 72 years old, and you're out there with the mower, sweating, knees aching, wondering why you're still doing this every single weekend of your life when you could be doing literally anything else with your time. If that sounds familiar, I want to introduce you to something that's genuinely changed the retirement experience for a lot of my clients here in Noblesville and the surrounding area, the lock and leave home. I had a client describe it to me this way. She said the first time she came home from a 3-week trip to find the lawn exactly as she'd left it, no scramble, no panic, no apology to neighbors, she actually cried a little, out of pure relief. Today I'm going to explain exactly what that means, why it might be the best decision you make this year, and where to actually find it with real examples, not just a vague idea of what's out there. So what does lock and leave actually mean? It's exactly what it sounds like. You can lock your front door and leave for a week or a month or longer without worrying about the lawn or the landscaping or general upkeep. These homes are usually part of a community where the homeowners association, that's the HOA, and I'm sure most of you know that, takes care of the exterior maintenance for you. You're not calling a lawn guy in a panic before you fly out. You're not coming home to a jungle in the backyard. It's just handled quietly in the background while you're off living your life. I think the name itself tells you everything you need to know. Lock it, leave it. That's the whole appeal in 4 words, and it's exactly that simple in practice. Compare that to the anxiety of leaving a traditional home for an extended stretch, wondering if a pipe burst, if a storm took down a tree limb, if the neighborhood kid forgot to mow the lawn like he promised, and it happens. With a lock and leave home, that mental checklist mostly disappears. Here's why this resonates with so many of my clients. After decades of mowing lawns, fixing gutters, managing repairs, a lock and leave home offers real, tangible freedom. You get to enjoy your home without it owning your weekends. And that matters even more if you travel often. Spend winters, say, somewhere warmer like Florida, I've heard people go to, or Arizona, or you simply want more time for hobbies, grandkids, and friends instead of home maintenance. Had a client tell me she calculated how many weekends she spent doing yard work over the 30 years she owned her previous home. She didn't want to even say the number out loud once she did the math. That's the real cost of holding on to high maintenance home longer than you need to. A cost measured in time you never get back. It's not just about big trips either. Even something as simple as a weekend visiting grandkids 2 states away becomes a lot less stressful when you're not racing home Sunday night to mow before the lawn gets totally out of hand. Now, not every community offers the same level of maintenance, so it pays to ask the right questions before you buy, rather than assuming every lock and leave community is identical. Does the HOA cover lawn care and landscaping? Is snow removal included for driveways and sidewalks? Because here in Indiana, that one matters more than you'd think, especially if you're always away during the winter months. Are exterior repairs, roofing, siding handled by the HOA or by you as the homeowner? What's the actual monthly or annual HOA fee, and exactly what does it cover, line by line, not just in general terms that sound good in a brochure? And is there a security system for the neighborhood watch in place? For real peace of mind while you're away, say for an extended stretch of time, this is very important. I always tell clients, get these answers in writing before you buy. Verbal promises from a tour don't hold up the same way a written HOA document does, and I've seen the difference matter later. So why Noblesville specifically? Noblesville offers this great mix of small town charm and modern convenience, which makes it a genuinely popular choice for retirees looking to simplify their lifestyle without giving up character. The area has seen a number of newer communities built specifically with low maintenance living in mind, often featuring smaller lots, attached or paired homes, and full HOA-managed upkeep. And being close to downtown Noblesville means easy access to restaurants, shops, and the nickel plate trail for walking or biking whenever you're actually home and want to get outside. It's the best of both worlds. Low maintenance while you're away and genuine charm when you're home enjoying it. Lock and leave living tends to be a great match if you travel often or spend part of the year somewhere else, whether that's visiting family or escaping the Indiana winters, and who doesn't want to do that? If you want to genuinely simplify your life and reduce home maintenance tasks down to nearly nothing, and if you're completely comfortable paying an HOA fee in exchange for a lot less hands-on upkeep, view it back as buying back your own time. And if you like the idea of a smaller, easier to manage home overall, and that would be one that doesn't demand your attention every single weekend of the year. On the flip side, if you genuinely love yard work, if puttering in the garden is part of what brings you joy, this might not be the right fit. And that's a completely valid thing to know about yourself before you buy. I can help you explore the lock and leave communities available right here in Noblesville and compare exactly what each one offers, because every community is a little different with different fees and different levels of coverage worth comparing side by side. I'm Susan Roberts, and my whole goal is making sure you choose a community that genuinely fits the life you actually want to live, not just one that looks good in photos online. Let me walk you through what this actually costs in real terms, so you're not going in blind. HOA fees for these communities in Noblesville and around Hamilton County typically run anywhere from a couple $100s a month, that's on the lower end, up to several hundred for communities with more extensive amenities like a full clubhouse, pool, and fitness center. Compare that against what you're currently spending on lawn care, snow removal, and the occasional emergency repair. And for a lot of my clients, the math actually works out close to even sometimes in their favor, once you account for the time and don't forget the stress that simply disappears from their life. I always encourage clients to write out their current annual home maintenance costs honestly. Lawn service, snow removal, gutter cleaning, and the occasional handyman call. And compare that with the real numbers against the HOA fee before assuming a lock and leave home is automatically more expensive. Often it isn't. If you want to start exploring lock and leave options, click the link below and give me a call. If this video sounds exactly like what you've been looking for, of course hit to subscribe, because I've got more videos coming on simplifying this next chapter of your life. I'll see you in the next one. It's Susan Roberts with the Susan Roberts Group.